The exam, the spoken exam will be in the morning and the afternoon of Friday, and the writing, listening will be on Saturday morning. Okay. 9 o'clock. And how do we do the exam? Is it with a computer? What do you have to do? You have to sing a song or dance, write a poem?
Write by hand.
Okay, by hand. And then we said it's so important to find a good pen. Okay, your Mitsubishi Uniball. Okay, and it's paper and pen. Absolutely. Not pencil. No pencils. Okay, the pencil, you can use it, but you do not have time to write everything in pencil and then rub it out and then go over in pen. There's no time to do that. Okay. De hecho, está prohibido utilizar lápiz en la sección donde tienes que escribir. Okay. Porque luego el sistema de escaneo no acepta marcas in lápiz. Only in blue or black. Okay, blue or black. So don't bring your lucky green pen. Okay, and who will be there for you? Of course, the president. Okay, Guillermo will be there. I will be there. And who else will be there? From Ampe Segovia, Jose. Okay, Jose will be there, helping us to do the exam. Okay, and what do you need to do to pass the exam?
Pay.
Pay? Well, you'd have to pay. Yeah. Okay. You have to pay. Yeah. You have to pay Guillermo. But what else should you do? Paying is good, but that's not guaranteeing anything. What do you have to do now?
60%.
You have to get 60%. Very good. Yep. And what else do you have to do?
Complete the platform.
Okay. Complete the platform. Okay, so you have to do some writing on the platform. And what else? What's the other the other material I gave you?
The booster book.
The skill booster books. Okay. B2 and C1. If you don't have them, have a look on the group, the WhatsApp group. You have the links and they're pinned there. Okay. So really important that you look. I mean, this week and next week, we need to know exactly what the questions are. Okay. And the format. That's what we're doing. Anything else? I sent you an app, didn't I? I sent you an app. And also we said there was SpeakPal, which was another one, another thing you can use. Okay. So try to do a little bit every day, please. I know it's difficult. Good. There's our exam. Okay, there we go. Let's try together before we do the listening. Let's try 10 minutes of writing together. Yeah, correspondence. How many words in the correspondence for B2? Approximately. Approximately. How many words do you have to write in the B2 for question number 8, which is writing?
100?
About 100, 120. Yeah, okay, good. And if it's C1, then it's between 120 and 180 approximately. Good. Okay. And when with your text for question number 9, how many words do you have to write normally? This is the second and final writing question. How many words do you have to write? Lourdes says 160. Okay, 160 to 220. Okay, very good. And if it's a C1, it's more like 180 to 260. Okay, no more and no less. Okay, no more, no less. If you write too much, less points. If you write not enough, less points as well. Okay. Here we go. And remember, it's 90 to 100, well, approximately, okay? And it's an email or a letter, and we're using functions, okay? We're using a lot of functions to ask questions, to request things, to make an offer, to give your opinion, right? And in question number 9, it's an article or a view. It can be your experience, it can be your imagination. And it's typically going to be like food, travel, school, money, music, work, people, animals, traffic, city life, okay? These kind of things. Very, very normal subjects. Okay. Okay. There we go. I'm gonna put you in a couple of groups now. I'm gonna ask you to do some writing. Okay. So I need one person to do some writing together. Together. There we go. Instant food. Much better than slow cooking. Okay.
Can I ask a question? Sorry.
Eh?
Can I ask a question, please?
Yes.
About the platform. In the platform, we have exercises for our own level or for both levels.
In the platform, the questions are a mix. Okay. So I can see if it's the same questions because the titles are similar for B2 and C1. But I can see, depending on the points that you get, you know, as I say, if you get 65, 70, 75, you're C1 level. If you're getting 50, 55, 57, 58, you're B2 level.
Okay, so every week we just have to do the two activities we see the platform and without choosing the level.
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
you.
You choose the level depending. And if you have any questions, you let me know. I will give you my advice. Okay. If you want to send me a nice audio message saying, hey, my name's Pietro, you know, I'm thinking about doing C1, but I'm not actually sure. I'll look at your marks, I'll listen to your audios, and I'll tell you. Okay.
Okay.
No problem at all. All right. So we're going to do a little bit of writing, okay? I'm going to put you into 4 groups very quickly. 4 groups. There we go. Okay. So in room number 1, we have Alicia, Beatriz, and so on, okay? In room number 2, we have Diego, okay? Eduardo, and a few others. In room number 3, we have, there we go. In room number 3, we have Immaculada, okay? Room number 3, we have an Immaculada. In fact, she's not, yeah, okay. And in room number 4, yeah, sorry, let's start again. They've just recreate, have to do them again, excuse me. My connection is not so good. Okay, in room number 1, I'm sorry, we have Alba. In room number 2, we have Angelica. In room number 3, we have Immaculada. And in room number 4, we have Alicia Sanchez. So that's Alicia, Amanda, Angelica, sorry, it's gone again. Alicia, Immaculada, Angelica, and Alba, you are going to be the secretaries today. You are going to write down on your computer what the other people tell you to write down.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Right? So this is our question. Instant food, much better than slow cooking. Now listen, I listen every time we have these questions and everybody starts, I agree with this sentence. or I don't agree with this sentence. No, 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 no. First, you're going to describe what is instant food, okay?
Okay.
And why is it an interesting thing to talk about? That's our introduction. Okay? And second, you're right. Yes, okay. My arguments in favor of instant food. Even if you don't believe in instant food, you must imagine some arguments, 2 or 3 arguments in favor. And then you must imagine 2 or 3 arguments against instant food. And finally, your conclusion. They say, I agree. Okay, I love instant food. All I need is hot water. I need nothing else, just hot water, and I can eat my noodles, or I can eat my yatekomo or whatever, the yakisoba and things like this. Okay, so that is it. But first, when you have this question, don't say I agree. All right, you say I agree or I don't agree right at the end. So I'm going to put you in your groups. Now, if you're in group one, okay, which will be Alba, Jimena, Lourdes, okay, 2 Lourdes, and Marta, okay. All you're going to do is write the introduction, nothing else, okay? Only the introduction. And the introduction should be between 40 and 50 words. Between 40 and 50 words. Alba will write down what everybody else tells her to write down. In room number 2, Angelica, Cristina, Maria Angeles, Maria, Marina, and Miguel Angel, you will write only the arguments in favor of instant food. Okay, so 3 arguments, minimum 40, maximum 50 words. In room number 3 with Immaculada, you're going to write the arguments against instant food. Okay. And in room number 4 with Alicia, you're going to write a conclusion. What is your conclusion? All right. So are you ready? I'm going to open the room. So I'm going to ask you to leave and I'm going to give you 10
Sorry,
minutes.
I don't know in which group I am.
Don't worry, you will get a little message on
Okay.
your, okay? But you're in number 3, okay?
Thank you.
So depending if you're room number 1, introduction. If you're room number 2, it is the arguments in favor. In room number 3, it is the arguments against. In fact, I'm gonna call you against, okay? So that's room number 3 is against. Room number 4, sorry, in favor. Yes, room number 1 is going to be called introduction, and room number 4 is now called conclusion. Are you ready to go? You have
Yes.
10 minutes now, 10 minutes, no more. And I want you, as soon as you've got your 50 words maximum written down, you can come back, okay? And we'll take note. You will then copy it when I tell you into the chat box, okay?
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, Alicia, Immaculada, got to be ready now. Alba, everybody getting ready to do this. Alicia, okay, I'll see you in a moment. Let's go. Let's get busy. Very busy. Okay, you should have an invitation on your screen which says you are being invited to a room. Eduardo, have you got the invitation on your screen? Okay. So now you're back, okay, with your conclusion. Excellent. Alicia, have you written down the conclusion?
No.
No.
Yes.
Oh, yes. All right.
I am going to write.
1 minute, 1 minute. Let's get the guys. Let's see if Alba has written down her.
Can you see it, the conclusion?
Looks very good. But hold on a minute. Hold on, because first we have to have the introduction. So I'll ask you to do it again. Okay.
Okay.
So I'll delete it and then you can copy again. Is
Okay.
that okay? All right, good. Okay, so let's see where we are. Okay, Alba, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, can you paste in the chat box? Can you write down the introduction, please?
Yes, I have already put the introduction, but we have changed some things.
Oh, but where is the introduction? I can't see it. Thank you. Now listen, introduction nowadays. Excellent. Instant food has become an essential part of many people's lives because we can prepare this food in a matter of minutes. Perfect. This food is not very healthy, but is a solution for people who must eat at work or who haven't enough time to cook. In front of we have what? In front of we have slow food that we usually eat it when we go in front of slow food. No. We'd have to say as opposed to slow food that we usually eat. Okay. We have we have slow food that we usually eat when we go to our grandmother's houses and it's more healthy, it's more tasty and healthier. Yeah, okay, very good. It's okay, grandmother's houses. So very good. Excellent. Very good. C1. Okay, then Angelica, what about our arguments in favor, please? There's just a correction. Angelica, do we have the arguments in favor?
Let me a second because I did it in the computer. So I have to paste it here.
Okay. Good.
Okay, I have it.
Okay.
Where I have to pay it?
In the chat box.
Okay.
Here.
Vale. Okay, I have it. Here.
Okay, there we go. Instant food is very convenient. Nowadays, we're a very busy generation, so it's important to have food available instantly. Perfect. One important advantage is it saves time because you don't have to clean the kitchen after cooking. Good. For example, if you want to make beans, you usually have to start preparing them ready before. But if you buy them ready-made, they are ready in just 2 minutes. 2. There are healthy options like fruits, and even some prepared foods can be just as healthy as home-cooked meals. For instance, you can prepare an omelette quickly and easily. That's instant food. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, and supermarkets offer a wide variety of choices from sushi to pre-cut bags of vegetable so you can eat something different every day. Perfect. Except, what's the problem?
What is?
What is the problem?
The numbers.
The numbers, yeah. We can't use numbers 1, 2, 3. Otherwise, that would be okay. So it has to be the full form.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Yeah, it must be the continuous form. Okay. Not like notes.
Okay.
Just look at something though. look, in the first part, we said instant food is very convenient. Yes. In the second one, we said there are also healthy options. So that's a very good adverbial. Okay. There are also healthy options. But in the third one, we don't. So in the third one, maybe we could use a word like furthermore, supermarkets offer a wide variety of choices. Okay.
Okay.
Just to give it a bit more emphasis. Very good, very good. And Inmaculada, what about arguments against, please?
Our arguments against are this.
It is not healthy food because it has much salt, sugar, and bad fats, and there is not a great variety of meals. We usually eat it when you don't have enough time for lunch, and it is not good. It contains a lot of additives, not addictives, additives.
Sorry.
And it's not fresh food. And it's not fresh food. And, okay,
And yeah.
it lacks nutrients. Okay, that's good.
Okay.
But I think we need to have the arguments like in favor. 1, 2, 3. So they're very, very clear, the different arguments. All right. So Amanda, Eduardo, Miguel, Vicente, Immaculada, Nuria, and Pietro. It has to be a little bit more clear, please.
Okay. Sorry.
No problem, but it's good enough. And then our conclusion, Alicia.
Okay.
Slow cooking is better than instant food because it is healthier and uses, look at this, it is healthier and uses more natural ingredients. Nowadays, we have many machines to make the slow cooking faster. Also, slow cooking is a relaxing way or a way to spend time with friends or family or friends. There are some programs such as MasterChef that try to influence you to slow cooking. And this group, with this conclusion, we try to invite you to slow cook. Too long. Look at this sentence. It's beautiful, but too long. Let's look. Okay. First of all, okay, slow cooking. Yeah. So slow cooking is also the word order, remember, but we need to make it a little bit, we need to make those sentences at the end shorter, right? So slow cooking is also a relaxing activity or a way to spend time with friends, family or friends. Full stop, okay? We have to protect the commas. The commas, please. Don't be cruel to commas, right? So we have full stop. There are some programs, such as MasterChef, that try to influence you to slow cooking, and this group with this, and this group, full stop. With this conclusion, we try to invite you to slow cooking, okay? And that would be fine, that's fine, okay? So just make them a little bit shorter. Otherwise, very good. Excellent. So excellent. Your structure then, if you look in the writing, is your introduction is very clear, your arguments in favor, arguments against, and conclusion. The one thing I would say, for example, that you need to include, look, Angelica has included lots of examples, okay? Like beans, home cooked, fruits, sushi, vegetables. So there's an omelette. So there's 5 excellent examples. In the arguments against, there's no examples. All right. So it'd be a good idea to always include some examples of the food which is better for you. Okay, let's continue then. Let's continue. Okay. Right. Right. Now we're going to get on. Obviously, we're going to get on to a little bit of listening. So that was just very easy for you. Listening, get together. What advice can you think of for the listening parts of the exam? I will tell you. First of all, manage your time. Okay. When the listening instructions say to you, you have 10 seconds to read the question. Read the question. All right. Tenemos esta costumbre que es todos los días que hacemos un examen, cuando sale en el listening, la cinta, el audio dice, you now have 10 seconds to read the question. Todo el mundo empieza a mirar en cualquier sitio menos leer la pregunta. Y no entiendo por qué. ¿Ok? Empezáis a mirar las manos, el reloj, el vecino, la luz, a ver si hace un poco de frío. Cuando ese tiempo hay que gestionar el tiempo. You must manage your time very, very well. Okay? This also means when you finish the question and the next question comes on, you must be ready. Es decir, una vez que cuando empieza ya con la question number 2, deja de escribir question number 1, okay? You must start when the tape tells you, when the audio tells you to start. Second, elimination, deduction, and predicting, okay? When they say to you, for example, you read the question and it says, you're going to listen to a talk about wild animals in Africa. Okay? And the question says, which is the smallest animal in the Sahara Desert? And you're reading fly or a beetle or a worm, a gusano, or an elephant. Okay, so which is the smallest? Well, you can probably predict that the elephant is not going to be the smallest. Okay. No. Right. So we can do that. Also, we could say, which is the most common bird in the Sahara Desert? And you can see the choices are between chicken, okay, and crow, and hawk, which is a kind of halcon, and penguin, right? So which is it going to be? Well, we know probably not the penguin, probably not the chicken, right? So possibly the hawk or the crow, yeah? So maybe. So you can eliminate some questions and decide, okay, the most probable, it will be 1 or 2. Okay? If you have 4 possibilities, if you can eliminate 1 possibility, you have increased your possibilities, right? Next one is listen to everything. Listen to everything. You have to listen right to the end to know all the answers. And finally, read the questions first. Read the questions first, okay? So we're going to go here, look at the listening format. Okay, this is in your guide, this is on the website, on the platform, you can download it. Question number 1 is 10 questions. You listen once, you have 10 seconds to answer, and you have A, B, or C. A, B, or C. They're dialogues and they're very often authentic English, right? So they're not talking like me today, they're talking a little bit faster, and that's going to be better for you. Okay, and we have this word here, which is inference. What's inference, please? Inference, not interference, inference.
Deduction.
Okay,
Deduce,
please, Miguel Angel.
it means a deduction.
Okay, and this means, thank you, this means a deduction. The inference means that not only the words, that sometimes the tone of voice, if the person is happy and is laughing, then it's more likely to be a positive thing. If the person is crying, then it's more likely to be a very sad thing. Okay, so you have to listen to the tone of voice. Number 2, listening and writing. Dictation. You listen once, second time you listen and you write. Okay. And the third one, there's 2 parts, so 2 listenings in question 3, and that's where you have to complete the notes. Okay, so there's 2 listenings, 5 questions each. Okay, let's listen then. Can you read this? Can you read this?
Yes.
Yes.
Good. Okay, I'm glad you can. Okay, so let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, you need a pencil, a piece of paper. Okay, listen.
This is the Pearson Test of English General Level 3. This test takes 2 hours. Section 1. You will have 10 seconds to read each question and the corresponding options. Then listen to the recording. After the recording, you will have 10 seconds to choose the correct option. Put a cross in the box next to the correct answer, as in the example. Example. Listen to the conversation. Who are the speakers?
What's the matter?
It's Tom. I don't know what to do. He just sits and watches television all evening when he should be working.
Yes, I've noticed it's getting worse. Every time I tell him, he gets angry and shuts himself in his room. I don't know what to do.
The correct answer is C.
Okay, the correct answer is C, because they say, who are the speakers? And nobody said, oh, I am Tom's father. I am Tom's mother. Okay, it's not that easy. All right, they said, oh, Tom, he sits in his room and we never see him. And he's playing with his computer or whatever he's doing. Okay, so there we can infer. The inference is that they are his parents. Okay, because they're worried about him, right? And the way that they speak. Okay, so let's do number 1 to 5.
Number 1. Listen to the woman talking. Who is the speaker?
I'm sorry to moan, but we've had several complaints this month from the local community about noise and antisocial behaviour. Don't forget that we can only keep this youth club going with the support of our neighbours, who will contact the police if the disturbance continues. Please make sure I don't have to close your club.
Number 2. Listen to the conversation. Who are the speakers? Sally, can you come to my office for a minute?
Is something wrong?
No, I wanted to congratulate you on your exam results. You're a credit to the college.
Thanks.
Your parents must be proud of you. I was wondering if I could pass your name to the local paper. They want to write an article about successful young people. Number 3. Listen to the conversation. What are the speakers discussing?
What exactly would young people like us to provide for them?
We'd like a place to go in the evenings that we can really call our own.
What do you want to do there?
Play music, hang out. Perhaps things like learn to DJ or make films. We don't want to be lectured about getting jobs and stuff.
Number 4. Listen to the announcement. Where is the speaker? Today we're promoting fair trade chocolate. If you go to the back of the store, you can sample a range of products. By buying fair trade, you can enjoy great chocolate whilst helping farmers and factory workers in developing countries. Number 5. Listen to the announcement. Where is the speaker?
I'm delighted that we have fantastic speakers at this year's event, our 30th. Starting the afternoon session is James Smith from Williams Supermarket, talking about careers in retail. If you're interested in working in fashion, go and listen to Sasha Jones at 3 p.m. Then, for those of you currently unemployed, there's a session called Getting Back into the Workplace.
Number 6. Listen to the...
Oh, sorry. There's a few more, aren't there? Okay, yeah. Excuse me. Yeah. First of all, let's look first of all, please, at numbers 1 to 5. Okay, so the answers were number 1 was B, a youth club worker. Number 2 was A head teacher and a student. Okay. Number 3 was B, hobbies and interests. Number 3 was B, in a supermarket. And number 5 was B, at a careers convention. Okay. Is that okay? Right, let's continue. Numbers 1 to 6. Excuse me, I just have to find it. Number 6.
In particular...
Oh, sorry. Number 6.
Number 8.
Oh.
Listen to the conversation.
Actually given up your job to go and work in Tanzania. I wish I was brave enough to go and do something.
The conversation. How does the man feel about the woman's decision?
Number 6. Okay.
I can't believe you've actually given up your job to go and work in Tanzania. I wish I was brave enough to go and do something like that. What will you do there?
I'll be helping build a new primary school.
How do you feel about it?
Well, a bit nervous, obviously, but really excited.
Number 7. Listen to the announcement. Who is the speaker?
Western governments have today announced that they will freeze interest charges on loans to developing countries for the next 5 years. This is welcome news to charities that have been campaigning for economic change. Live discussion will take place on our website once the program has finished.
Number 8. Listen to the conversation. How is the girl feeling?
I'm getting really sick of being told to get a proper job.
I know. My parents go on to me all the time too.
I'm just getting really annoyed at being told what to do. Anyone would think they were never young or had any fun.
Tell me about it. But I guess they only want you to be happy. Number 9. Listen to the telephone message. What is the speaker doing?
Hello, Ria. It's Helen Jacobs here from the careers office. I really think you should come in and see us soon, especially as you missed your interview last week. Unfortunately, we can't give you another appointment for 2 weeks, but I do think you should come in then.
Number 10. Listen to the statement. What is the speaker really saying?
I'd have thought, if you were really interested in getting a job, that you'd take anything you could get.
Section 2. Number 11.
Okay, let's look. This is a little bit more difficult. Number 6 is B. Number 7 is A. Now listen, with number 7, the most important thing is the tone of voice. Again, it's inference, because it could be an economist or a charity worker speaking, but we can tell it's somebody who's speaking on the television. Okay? Number 8 was A. She's angry. Number 9. 9 is more difficult, but is B. It's persuading. You should come. And number 10, which is a little bit more difficult, again, is C. Okay? I don't think you're trying very hard to get a job. Okay? Okay. So, how many did you get? If you want to do C1, you need to have got minimum 7 correct. Okay? If you want to do B2, we want to get 5 or 6 correct.
I'm B2.
Well, we'll practice more. We will practice more. Okay? But you must decide. You must decide. Okay, let's do our next question, our dictation. Okay, there's the answers, but we've got those anywhere. Oh dear, oh dear. I'm so sorry to do this to you. This is our dictation. You really need a pen, okay? You really need a pen. Oops, sorry. Gosh. You really need a pen. All right, so I'm just going to put it on 53. And a piece of paper. Listen, we're going to talk about development funding. There we go. Development funding. Well, Development funding, we think, international countries, money, spending, United Nations, help. Now, if you know words which are connected to economics, budget, saving, cash, grant, okay, lots of different ways. Okay, let's let Leticia come and join the fun so that we can do our dictation. Okay, so you need a piece of paper. Just follow the instructions, please. Follow the instructions.
Section 2, number 11.
Okay, we'll wait for Oscar to join. Oscar, good evening. Are you joined? Okay, all right. So you need a piece of paper. This is question number 2 of the listening. Let's listen.
You will hear a recording about development funding. Listen to the whole recording once. Then you will hear the recording again with pauses for you to write down what you hear. Make sure you spell the words correctly.
The government announced today that it will increase funding to developing countries. In particular, more money will be made available to construct schools for girls. They will focus on increasing young women's confidence and training them to set up their own businesses. This initiative has been welcomed by local politicians.
Wow, that was quick.
It's impossible to write that.
And
It's
of
too quick.
course, but that's the first time. Now the second time you write. But you did
Ah,
hear,
okay, okay.
you did hear some words, didn't you? Like government, like girls, like school, spend. So those ideas should be floating around in your head. Now is time to write them down.
The government announced today
The government.
You have to write it. Yeah.
that it will increase funding to developing countries. In particular, more money will be made available to construct schools for girls. They will focus on increasing young women's confidence. and training them to set up their own businesses. This initiative has been welcomed by local politicians.
Section 3.
Okay. Let's go back. I'm going to give you today, I will give you the extra chance to listen again, okay? And correct it before you see it. So if you want to make any changes, you can.
Sorry, Yosa, and it's only 2 times in the exam?
Only twice. Yeah.
Okay.
Lo peor de todo, and the worst thing of all, sorry, and the worst thing of all is you have no time to correct, okay? You have no time to correct because immediately you get the next question. So,
And the worst thing is that the first one is very fast.
of course, but the first one is just to give you an idea, okay? And the second one is for you to write.
Okay.
Okay.
You will hear a recording about development funding. Listen to the whole recording once. Then you will hear the recording again with pauses for you to write down what you hear. Make sure you spell the words correctly.
The government announced today that it will increase funding to developing countries. In particular, more money will be made available to construct schools for girls. They will focus on increasing young women's confidence and training them to set up their own businesses. This initiative has been welcomed by local politicians. The government announced today that it will increase funding to developing countries.
I'm not listening. I can't hear nothing.
What about the rest? Can you hear? Okay.
Not
So,
more.
Yes.
it's your computer. I'm sorry.
Yes. Oh, now, sorry, I can now. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
In particular, more money will be made available to construct schools for girls. They will focus on increasing young women's confidence. And training them to set up their own businesses. This initiative has been welcomed by local politicians.
Section 3. Numbers 12.
Okay. You only had 20 seconds to do that. Have a look. The government and, okay, have a look.
Joshua, I have a doubt.
Yes.
When do you use capital letter for government?
When it is the government of your country. So you could actually do the government, a capital letter. Yeah, you could do. Okay. That'd be. But look at the problems that we have. Look, the government announced today. Okay. This, yeah.
I didn't know today we could use simple past.
Well, earlier today. Okay. So earlier today. So imagine this is in the evening and you're talking something about which they did this morning.
But is it possible? Shouldn't we have to use the has announced today?
It's possible, but this was not, okay? Not this case, okay?
And then welcome.
Hmm.
Is welcome is not like come.
Oh, sorry. Let's look. Sorry, from the beginning. The government announced today that it will increase funding to developing. Look, announced developing, right? The two forms, the two participles, past participle or past, present participle or gerund. Okay. In particular, more money will be made available to construct schools for girls. They will focus on increasing young women's confidence and training them to set up their own businesses. This initiative has been welcomed by local politicians. So what was the problem with welcome?
Is it not like come, came, come?
Welcomed, yep, but it's the past participle. Okay. Oh, no, sorry. Come, came, came. No. Welcome, welcomed. It's a regular verb.
Regular.
A regular verb, yep.
One question.
Yes.
Is it correct the government announced today instead of the government has announced today?
But that's what Pietro says. I don't know. Did you hear Did they say that? The government has announced? I don't think so. Let's listen.
Then you will hear the recording again with pauses for you to write down what you hear. Make sure you...
Let's see.
The government announced today.
The government announced today. Okay? So the government announced today. Yep. So that's actually quite confusing, isn't it? It's quite confusing. The government announced today. Yep. Okay, don't worry. If you made, listen, if you said the government announce today, which is a very common mistake, okay, and instead of developing, you said something else. The countries, you didn't have that form, common mistakes. This format, okay, they will focus on, okay, if you said increasing young women's confidence, look at that, women, and training them to set up their own businesses if you spelt business wrong. Imagine this initiative with T's, lots of T's, has been welcomed, past participle, by local politicians. So these might be very common mistakes. But listen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 mistakes. 5 points, okay? Each mistake is half a point. So if you made 10 mistakes, you got 5 points. And that's very, very good. It's very, very good. If you got 5 points or 4 points or 3 points, it's good. And if you made lots of mistakes and you got no points, don't worry. Practice, okay? Practice. Now, what you can do, okay, let me tell you this very quickly in Spanish. There is no time to correct this. So what you must do is, after the listening, you have the reading section. So afterwards, take a couple of minutes to look back and look at your words and check your spelling and your punctuation, but afterwards, okay? Not whilst you're doing the last listening question. Okay. Let's go on then.
Joshua, how can we practice this?
By doing the ones in the book, please.
Okay.
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 That's the only one we've got, the only way to do it, really. Okay. So question number 4. Question number 3. There's 2 parts, so it's like 3 and 4 is going to be this one.
Section 3, numbers 12 to 16.
Okay, so just read the instructions very quickly. Okay, and listen.
You will hear a telephone conversation. First, read the notes below, then listen and complete the notes with information from the conversation.
You will hear the recording twice.
Brigtown University School of Social Work,
Hello, I'd like some information about training as a social worker.
The course is 3 years full-time or 5 part-time. We've offered the new social work degree course here for 8 years.
Can you tell me more about it?
Sure, yes, of course. I'd be very happy to. We deliver the programme in conjunction with local social work organisations.
Great. Would I be involved with any of them?
Yes, our students are, so you would be. Part of the course involves a work placement.
Okay, and do I need experience to apply for the course?
Social work is a complex vocation that places demands on your formal knowledge as well as your practical understanding of how people operate. So any experience of working with people is welcome. We favour applicants who've been involved in voluntary work.
Thanks. Do you know when the deadline is for applications? Is it soon?
Your form needs to be in January the 15th. If you have any more questions, call the admissions officer directly. She's on extension 2509. Good luck.
Thanks. Bye.
Now, listen again.
Brigtown University School of Social Work.
Hello, I'd like some information about training as a social worker.
The course is 3 years full-time or 5 part-time. We've offered the new social work degree course here for 8 years.
Can you tell me more about it?
Sure, yes, of course. I'd be very happy to. We deliver the programme in conjunction with local social work organisations.
Great. Would I be involved with any of them?
Yes, our students are, so you would be. Part of the course involves a work placement.
Okay, and do I need experience to apply for the course?
Social work is a complex vocation that places demands on your formal knowledge as well as your practical understanding of how people operate. So any experience of working with people is welcome. We favour applicants who've been involved in voluntary work.
Thanks. Do you know when the deadline is for applications? Is it soon?
Your form needs to be in January the 15th. If you have any more questions, call the admissions officer directly. She's on extension 2509. Good luck.
Thanks. Bye.
Okay, these are the answers. Okay, so number 12 was easy. Number 15 was easy. Number 16 was easy. So if you want to do B2, you should have got 3. If you want to do C1, you should get 5. Okay? You should have 5 or 4. Okay. And the last part is this one, which is sorry, 16. Ah. Ah, excuse me, I had to sneeze. Excuse me.
That's you.
Thank you. All right. So the last one then. Okay, 5 more questions. Let's go.
Bye.
numbers 17 to 21. You will hear a talk. First, read the notes below, then listen and complete the notes with information from the talk.
You will hear the recording twice.
Are you a young person? Would you like to use your energy and enthusiasm to make the world a better place? If yes, the British Youth Parliament could be for you. To join, you need to be aged between 11 and 18. The British Youth Parliament holds annual elections throughout the UK and currently has 600 elected MYPs, members of Youth Parliament. You can stand for election or vote if you're of membership age and live in the UK. Around 1 million people a year vote, so you're in good company. MYPs meet each year at the annual sitting of the British Youth Parliament. Use your voice for social change and decide which key youth issues the British Youth Parliament should prioritise. Currently, we're campaigning for the abolition of university tuition fees, which impacts on all young people who want to enter higher education. Get involved by joining online debates, campaigning, or even standing for election yourself. Interested? Read our manifesto or get further information on our website.
Now, listen again.
Are you a young person? Would you like to use your energy and enthusiasm to make the world a better place? If yes, the British Youth Parliament could be for you. To join, you need to be aged between 11 and 18. The British Youth Parliament holds annual elections throughout the UK and currently has 600 elected MYPs, members of Youth Parliament. You can stand for election or vote if you're of membership age and live in the UK. Around 1 million people a year vote, so you're in good company. MYPs meet each year at the annual sitting of the British Youth Parliament. Use your voice for social change and decide which key youth issues the British Youth Parliament should prioritise. Currently, we're campaigning for the abolition of university tuition fees, which impacts on all young people who want to enter higher education. Get involved by joining online debates, campaigning, or even standing for election yourself. Interested? Read our manifesto or get further information on our website.
Okay. And here are the answers. You've heard that twice. Okay, and again, you should have got 4 or 5 for C1, right? And 3 for B2, 2 or 3 for B2. Okay, because these 3, this is a really common question, okay, in many listening. If you want to know more, visit the website. Always the same question. Okay, it doesn't matter, but always comes up in at least one question. Visit the website.
Hey, Joshua, one quick question. If you put, for example, their website instead of the website, would you have the question wrong? Or
No problem. That's not a
that's
problem
okay.
at all. No, it's fine.
Nice.
Okay. And if you put just sitting, that's perfect as well. Okay?
And if you miss the from the UK,
no problem. And if you
okay,
write 11, that's also perfect. Okay. Okay, good. Let's have a little bit of speaking. Okay, so that is our listening. After at 7 o'clock, we're going to do another listening for C1. This was the B2 listening. Now we're going to do the C1 listening at 7:15. Okay. Right then, mini speaking review. What do you think about having pets? What do you think about having pets? What do you think about having pets? Hey, let's have a discussion. Come on. Miguel Vicente, what do you think about having pets?
Well, I think having pets it's currently it's very common in the people. I heard I don't know the day, but recently I heard that many people now in Spain there are more dogs than babies, and I think that is something that it's increasing. People is having more pets than kids.
Yeah, but what do you think about having pets?
Okay, I think having pets may help people out to live more with more company, to feel more comfortable, to have someone, not a someone, but yeah, someone to give love. I think people feel comfortable with pets.
Yeah, but pets are not people. And, animals, they're animals. They should live outside. And if they're useful and they work, good. But only have as an ornament, no, I don't think so. That's not a good idea.
Yes, but I think for people to have a pet is like to have a baby. Sometimes when people is alone, pets have or gives a lot of company, and I think it's a pet is not a person, but is more than a material.
Okay, but then they buy them clothes and jewelry, a coat. This is ridiculous. Animals shouldn't wear clothes.
Yes, but currently you have to give your pet an special care. I mean, you have to go to veterinarian, and you have to give him some special food, low fat, and you have to check his healthy regularly because it's not a material thing. It's a live animal.
Okay, thank you. Oh, all right, that's good. That's good. Thank you. Okay, then let's see who else we've got there. Mario Valiente. What do you think about having pets?
Personally, I love pets, but I don't have anyone. And I think that pets are very loyal, especially you will love them more if you live alone because you will have, for example, when you arrive home, someone who uh, won't love. Also, it's very important for all people that, for example, to make some healthy activities, such as having a walk around the park, um, and logically working with them, not staying in home every
Okay,
hour.
but your pets only love you if you give them food. If you don't give them food, they'll go somewhere else. They won't stay at home.
Yeah, but also if you have a baby, you have to feed him. So, but pets, the same. But
Yeah,
I don't think that pets love you only if you feed them.
well, yes, but if you have a baby, that means in the future they will be an adult and they will help you. But your pet will never help you with anything. It does no work.
In the emotional side, obviously, your pet is not going to work for you or make some homework, but it's a very important part in your emotional life.
But wouldn't it be nicer, to live with your family or to, with your boyfriend or girlfriend, your partner, don't you think?
Mm, I think that the better thing that you can do is to have a family and also a pet, not living alone with a pet, because you
Mm.
will uh, be better with your
Okay.
pet.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And Alba, are you there? No. Leticia, can you hear me? No. Oscar, are you there? No. Nuria, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Oh, okay. Nuria, tell me about your favorite pet. Have you ever had a pet?
Hmm, I will have a dog, definitely.
Okay.
Yes. I think
But
that they are very loyal
but
and
do you have a dog?
no, I don't. But
What?
if I have to choose one,
Hmm.
yes, I will definitely choose a dog.
But why don't you have a dog?
Well, because I think that having a pet is a great responsibility. And well, if you don't have time to take care of it, so I think it's not a good decision to have one.
But it's good. Don't you think it's a good idea to have responsibility? I mean, I know you are, you're very, very rich and you have a beautiful car and a big house and, a beautiful family. Well, it would be good if you also had some responsibilities, don't you think?
Well, I think well nowadays we have a lot of responsibilities with our work and our family, and sometimes if you have a pet, well, it's something well, it's an added responsibility, and it also have some disadvantages. For example, if you have to have a walk in the morning and at night, and it doesn't matter if it is raining or if it is cold, you have to go out, and well, and if you have to go on holidays as well, is another problem because sometimes you can take your pets in the hotels or in some places. So I think that um, a pet is not for me.
Okay, thank you. All right, thank you very much. All right, then question number two. People spend too much time thinking about money. What do you think? People spend too much time thinking about money. Marina, please.
Hi,
Hi. What do you think? Do you agree people spend too much time thinking about money?
I think that the people spend too much time thinking about this because, for example, housing prices are so high, and for teenagers, for example, for me, it's difficult to buy in a house or even rent a house because um, the work is difficult for teenagers today. And on the other hand, um, most teenagers think buying new things or following trends, and people focus more on experience or relationships. And
So don't you think that people should stop thinking about I must have a house, I must buy some clothes, and maybe they could just, relax, do some yoga, not spend very much money and just enjoy themselves in a more simple way.
yes, enjoy more the life. For example, yoga or explore the nature,
Mhm.
for walk,
Okay.
and no money.
Wait. Marina, you must not agree with me. You must say the opposite. Okay?
Okay.
You must say the opposite. So I say, wouldn't it be good, just do some yoga and eat some fruit and some nuts, natural food, and then you don't have to worry about money.
Um, in my case, I think that the people much thinking spending money. mm, for example, even if you want to explore the nature and want to Islas Canarias, for example, you want to rent a car and this costs too much. And in this
Mhm.
case, the people don't have money to this.
Okay, but they're thinking about it. Thank you. Thank you. All right then. Maria Peinador. Okay. People
I
spend too much time thinking about money. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm agree with this the sentences because I think that you need the money for everything nowadays. For example, if you need to go to work, you need money because you need to go to by bus or by car. And if you need to eat, you need to buy food. If you need to live in a house, you need money. So I think that money today you need for everything. So people thinking about this because if you need to fix it, your car or fix something, you need money,
Yeah,
and you
okay,
have to pay invoice.
but you can walk to work. You don't have to buy new clothes. You can buy secondhand clothes, get a
But you need
bicycle.
money for this too.
Well, but
Not
you
more,
that
not much money, but yeah, money. Finally.
okay, but they're not even secondhand clothes. Maybe you could just ask your friends. Say, "Oh, that's a nice coat. When you're finished, could I have it?" And then you
Yeah,
wouldn't.
okay.
Yeah.
Maybe with the clouds, but not with another things. Or if you want to do something, for example, yoga, like you say, you need to pay the yoga classes.
But you do it at home. You do some Tai Chi and some yoga, then you don't have to pay anything. Just look on the internet.
In your house.
Yeah.
Okay, but you need something, for example, a TV to do the exercise.
Oh, you buy, look, go to the library and get a book. Yeah, you get a
Okay.
book, you read it, and then you give it back to the library. That's it. Much easier.
Okay. Okay, maybe you need to go to the library for that, but I think that it's not so easy to live nowadays without money. So it's impossible to don't think about the invoice that you have to pay or the thing that you have to need for everything nowadays.
Yeah. Okay, you have to be a little bit more extreme. Very good. You see, now in
Okay.
this case, what you should say is, well, I don't spend a lot of time thinking about money because I have lots of money. Okay. I have so much money and my family too. And we're very happy. Thank you. We have a Lamborghini and we have a Rolls Royce and we have a BMW. Okay. And every year we go to the Caribbean on our ship, on our boat. Okay. So be a little bit more extreme.
Okay.
Here we go. Let's try one more. Alicia Estevez. What do you think? People spend too much time thinking about money. What do you think?
I think people spend too much time thinking about money. But I think it's okay because for anything you want to do in life, you have to work, and everyone work to get money for living.
But you could be a volunteer, go and live on a commune, with other people. We have no money, we're happy, we eat vegetables.
Yeah, but someone have to pay something for the food or the place you are staying, and it have to be paid some way with money.
Okay, but if we grow our vegetables, I will give you some potatoes or some onions, and you give me somewhere where I can stay or something, some clothes. I don't need to do it with money.
Yeah, it could be, but it's a different way of think about money because it's the money that they use in the past, like change of things. It's like money, but other way.
Okay, so just exchanging things. Yeah, but don't you think, the world would be better if we didn't have money?
Yeah, it could be, but it's that's not a real word because it's impossible to live without money.
Okay, all right then. Thank you. Thank you. Right, so quite good. But remember, you need in the discussion, you always need to be a bit more extreme, a bit more radical. Okay, everybody, when we're making arguments, because it's easier to have a good discussion like this. There we go. Photographs. Can you see the two photographs? Yes. Describe the photos. Okay, gosh, look at them. 1 minute. Maria Gonzalez, please. Let me I'm just putting the clock. I need to put the clock on. Okay. So, Maria, please begin.
Well, in the first photograph, we can see two men sitting in the sofa, probably eating pasta as per the forks they have. There is a table full of maybe dirty things. We can see two empty beer bottles. We can see 3, 4 cups that maybe they used to drink some tea before the beers. While in the second picture, there is only one person. It seems to be a drag queen, as it seems to be a man with lots of makeup, lots of straws, and very extravagant image. He's smiling and showing us his thumb. If I have to choose, or I
No,
don't
that's
have to choose.
my second question. So
Okay.
who would you rather spend the evening with?
Well, if I have to choose, my opinion is absolutely clear. I will go with the person that is in the picture in the right, because I will have more fun than spending a sofa night. So if I have to think about a perfect plan, it would be to spend a night in some pride pubs, for example, enjoy the night there, and not to waste, let's say, the night sitting on the sofa, eating trash food, and watching some TV show. For example, I have spent some nights in Madrid during the Global Pride in July, and it's a very, very good experience. You can meet a lot of fantastic people there and know many more cultures and diversity environments, let's say.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. And Pietro, come on, Pietro. Here, look. Oh, this is for you. Of course, you're Italian. Yep. And you see they're eating their pasta. Is this a typical Italian habit to eat pasta from the pot like this?
No.
No. Okay. All right.
We use plates. Plates arrived many centuries ago, I guess.
I'm sure they were probably, yeah, in Italy much before we had them in England. Okay, look at the photographs then, Pietro. Can you describe the first one, please? And what feeling does it give you? Give me your opinion of these people as well, please. Okay, so
I see them and I imagine they are very how can I say it? They're watching a TV series, maybe a thriller, and because their their eyes are um, fixed on the TV screen. I imagine there's a TV screen on the other side of the sofa.
okay, and the second photo?
She reminds me of the actress of the how do you say in English? Sirenita, mermaid.
The Little Mermaid. Okay.
Mermaid. The bad woman
Mm-hmm.
Who tricks her to be human.
Okay.
And I don't know. I don't like her.
Oh, you don't like it? Okay, all right. Whatever. You don't like her. That's good. Okay, let's try this again. Listen, in the first photograph, remember, in the first photograph, we said bottom up, which means we're going to describe all the things we can see. Okay? And so the color of the t-shirt, the color of the bottles, the color of the cup on the table. Okay? The boy or the man with the dark hair, the man with the blonde hair. They're wearing jeans. So many more things that we can say about them. Felix, please. Can you describe the two photographs, please? Oh, I can't hear you. Sorry. Yes.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes. Thank you.
In the first photograph, there are two men. They are sitting in a sofa. One of them, or both of them, are long hair, and I think is eating, and I think they are no, and they are wearing jeans, and on the table there are a lot of cups and papers.
Okay, and the second photo.
On the second, there is a woman, and where she is showing your tongue, show where your tongue, and they have she has a ring, and and she's she has she has paint in your eyes.
Okay, all right. Thank you. Jimena, who would you rather spend the evening with?
I will spend an evening with the person in the photograph on the right side because I think it is a funny person that has an interesting life and also likes makeup and perhaps likes also party at the night, and I think it can be funny if I spend an afternoon with this person because the two boys in the picture on the left side, they seem like they are boring or eating because they have been working before and they want to be on the sofa and perhaps have a nut after eating. Then I prefer the person who is on the right side. Also, is wearing an earring, and it's a very big earring, and perhaps it has an history. Sorry.
Okay, thank
Also,
you. Thank you.
yeah.
Okay. What about if you lived, let's imagine, if you lived with the two people on the left, what do you think some of the problems of living with somebody like this, with these two people? What would be some of the problems of living with them? Immaculada, please.
I think that one of the big problems to living with these boys is the disorder in the house because I can see on the table a lot of things that maybe they can need to use. For example, there are two cups and two bottles. So if they are drinking, they could drink. With the bottle and they don't need caps. So I think that the big problem to live with them is the disorder for me.
Okay. And what about what would be the problem of living with somebody like this one on the right? What do you think some of the problems of
May
living? No, Nuria Sancho.
Sorry.
All right, thank you. Nuria, what do you think about what would the problem be living with somebody like this?
Probably this person occupies the bathroom a lot of time because he's well using it for making up and preparing himself or herself. So probably I think that it's but for the rest of the things I think that it could be funny. I agree with my mates. I think that it could be very funny to well to spend the time with this person. But the only disadvantage I think is the time that uh, that she can waste in the bathroom.
Okay, the time in the bathroom. Thank you. And we have finally a role play. You bought a coat at a shop and it is too big. However, the shop assistant does not want to take it back because they say it has been worn and it's very dirty. Okay, so you bought a shop which is too big. You bought a coat which is too big and you want to take it back. But the shop assistant says, oh, no, it's very dirty. Okay, Anna Isabel. Anna Isabel, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, so I work at the shop. Come and show me. I say, oh, hello, you're back again. Can I help you?
Yes, hello, good morning. So just yesterday I bought this coat, but I would like to change because it's too big. Just yesterday I tried to put in the shop, but I was with other kind of clothes. clothes, so I thought that was okay. But when I arrived at home, I can see that it's too big, so I need to change it.
But did you go out last night to a disco or a party with this coat? Because it's very dirty.
No, obviously no. So I bought the coat just when you want to close the shop, and it was 9. So for this reason, even I didn't see the coat was dirty. But you give me this coat from the stock.
But look, it's creased. I think, did you sleep in this coat last night?
No, obviously no. For this reason, I am here because I was surprised also for me when I arrived at home. I tried to put again the coat, and I saw that was very dirty. And I would like to buy another one, but no in black color. I prefer another kind of color because with black color, I didn't see yesterday that was very dirty because it's very black.
But look, this has got grass and leaves. When you took it yesterday, there was no grass on this coat.
Yeah, I agree with you. For me, it was a surprise when I arrived at home, but this is second hand, isn't it? So maybe the person who sent this for second hand gives you the coat like this, and you didn't realize this.
Yeah. I think that you went out last night very late and you drank a lot of beer and you slept in the park in my beautiful coat. So I'm sorry.
Okay, so do you have a paper to claim? Because I understand that you want to say that I was drunk in your shop, and I don't agree.
Well,
I want to change my coat, and I don't want that you speak with me like this.
well, I'm sorry, but oof, look, it smells of wine.
But it wasn't me.
All right. Okay. Well, this is a second-hand shop, and unfortunately, we cannot exchange it. I'm so
Okay, but
sorry.
maybe I can try another one, but not so big like this.
I tell you, if you go and clean the coat and bring it back, then we can exchange it.
But the coat was like this when I bought.
Well, I'm sorry. We're closed now. Okay, goodbye. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Very good. Okay. Excellent. Okay. So you bought a coat in a shop and it's too big. The shop assistant doesn't want it back because they say it has been worn and is very dirty. Angelica, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, let's try again then. Okay, so hello. Oh, I remember you with a beautiful coat. So tell me, how can I help you?
Hello. I want to take it back because it's too big. Can I change it for another one?
Well, when did you buy it?
When I buy it?
Yeah, when?
You said you remember me. I buy it yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday. Have you got the receipt? Have you got the paper?
Yes, I have the paper.
No,
Here
let me see. But this doesn't say yesterday. It says 6 months ago.
No, I think you're wrong. It is yesterday. I remember you, and it's yesterday. You can see in the ticket is 16th, and it is 17th, so it's from yesterday.
I'm not sure. You see, this coat, we don't have this coat at the moment. That was from last time. That was last year.
No, it's not. I buy it yesterday, but
Can you show it to me, please?
yes, I have the ticket and I have a photo too that I take it here yesterday because I came with my mom and my mom take the photo, so I can show you that is from yesterday and from here.
All right. Well, let me see the coat then. Can you give it to me?
Yes, here it is.
Oh, it smells terrible. Oh my God. Oh my God, it's terrible. Take it back. I can't touch it. But where did you go after you bought the coat?
I don't know. I only go home and let it there, and when I tried today, it was too big. So I don't know. Maybe it was my dog that maybe take it or something. I don't know. But that's the point. The point is that it's too big for me. So if you can change me the code, I'd be grateful.
But your dog has eaten part of the coat. How can I take it back?
No, my dog is a very good dog and never ever eat nothing. Maybe he he was sleeping there in the coat, but never eat something that it's not food. Here is sleeping.
Yeah, so he was sleeping on the coat. Right.
Maybe.
Okay.
I can do something. I can take the coat and I can go home and cleaning the coat, and then I pick the coat here again. That?
Well, you can try. You can try if you want to. All right. You come tomorrow and see the manager. See what the manager says. I'm not sure. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. But can I talk with your with
my manager
or a manager or somebody
tomorrow? Like clean it. Go and clean it and then come and talk. Okay.
And came back.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, good. So there's our role play. Okay, good. All right, so we're going to take a short break. Wow, 2 hours and 22 minutes we've been speaking and practicing English. That's without a break. Okay, without a break. So you deserve a break and I deserve a break. So we're going to take an 8-minute break. 8 minutes now. Remember, an 8-minute break. So go and make a cup of tea, have a cup of coffee, say hello to your children or your cat or anything you have or your mother. And we'll be back in 8 minutes. In 8 minutes, we're going to start doing more listening. Okay, we're going to go and do some more listening. All right. Just before you go, I just wanted to show you this very quickly. If you're leaving, remember this website. I'll put it in the chat box. I'll put it in the chat box for you if you want to practice some more. Okay. These are artificial intelligence lessons. And if you sign up, they will send you one lesson every week. And they're good for listening and speaking. Okay. So you'll speak with the artificial intelligence person, do some listening, reading, and writing. Okay. So very, very good. Very easy. Okay. So let's go back and then we're going to do our listening afterwards. All right. So I'll see you in a moment.
Okay.
Okay. So again, with our listening for C1, the first question, question number 1, you have 10 questions, 3 choices. Normally, you can eliminate one. Normally, one is not a suitable answer, so you know, which means you can choose from 2, which is good because it means you have a 50%. Yeah, you have a 50% chance. So if you're able, if you're able to remove the answer which is not correct, even if you did this, you got 50%, which is pretty good. Okay, so that's a very good percentage. Let's do it. Let's listen to it. And then afterwards, we will do the difficult one, which is the dictation. Okay, so here we are. Can you read this, please? Read it to yourselves.
Can you put bigger, please?
Oh, a little bit bigger.
A larger screen. Yes, please.
Like that?
Yes, thanks.
Okay. Yeah, there we go. So normally we have a little, we have 2 or 3 minutes, you're reading, and then we begin.
This is the Pearson Test of English General, Level 4. This test takes 2 hours and 30 minutes. Section 1. You will have 10 seconds to read each question and the corresponding options. Then, listen to the recording. After the recording, you will have 10 seconds to choose the correct option. Put a cross in the box next to the correct answer, as in the example. Example. Listen to the man speaking. What is this an extract from?
Be one of the few, the proud, the Marines.
The correct answer is B.
So it's the difference, sorry, excuse me, it's the difference between an announcement. An announcement is normally a public message, for example, at a train station or at an airport. Okay? And a message is normally something just for you on your telephone. Okay? So this is an advertisement. There we go. That's our example. Okay, let's continue then.
Number 1. Listen to the man speaking. What is he describing?
An hour's nap in the afternoon can boost a person's brain power and improve their memory, according to a study showing that short periods of sleep during the day can make it easier to function mentally.
Number 2. Listen to the newsreader. What is the speaker giving?
GV last week announced work placements for 3,000 youngsters. It has calculated an annual net profit of more than £1,300 per apprentice, when compared to non-apprentice recruitment for the same positions. In addition, it has found that its apprentices generate a rate of productivity that is 7.5% higher than non-apprentices.
Number 3. Listen to the woman speaking. What is she doing?
Is emotional intelligence, with its fuzzy concepts and hard-to-measure outcomes, something that can be taught? Plenty of business schools claim they are already doing this, through modules on ethics and corporate social responsibility. But I need to emphasize it is not a question of knowledge, but of consistently practicing new habits until your neural pathways change.
Number 4. Listen to the man speaking. What abilities made Napoleon a great leader according to the speaker?
Napoleon would deal with 3 or 4 possibilities at the same time and endeavor to conjure up every eventuality, preferably the worst. This foresight generally enabled him to be ready for any setback. Perhaps the most astonishing characteristic of his intellect was the combination of idealism and realism, which enabled him to face the most exalted visions at the same time as the most insignificant realities.
Number 5. Listen to the woman speaking. What is she implying?
We have made contact with industry representatives to gauge the issues affecting the different elements of the fashion industry and to ascertain what the sector wants from government.
Oh, excuse me. Short little break.
Number 6. Listen to the woman speaking. Why does she use the expression flirt with?
Our new collection is called Patterns and Prints. This is a fusion of Western and ethnic fabrics to create shirts that are accessible and stylish. Our past collections have focused more on Western fabrics, but we decided to flirt with African fabrics in creating this collection, so it has the Western simplicity with an ethnic fringe.
Number 7. Listen to the man speaking. What is his opinion?
Business schools have traditionally concentrated on the heroic model of leadership, using case studies featuring high-profile individualist leaders. We need to have a whole new debate about leadership. I hope business schools will start to open themselves up more to new approaches.
Number 8. Listen to the conversation. What does the man think about leadership skills?
So, a new head teacher. Good appointment then. You must be pleased.
Hope so, though she's pretty young.
They've either got it or they haven't.
Number 9. Listen to the woman speaking. What is she doing?
Feed your brain with different experiences. Go on a journey you wouldn't usually make. Read an article from a different subject discipline or a magazine you wouldn't usually read. Undertake an activity that you feel isn't you. When the brain is working hard on a problem, It can be very good at drawing parallels in an apparently unconnected experience.
Number 10. Listen to the conversation. Who are the speakers?
I thought I'd written a really good assignment this time. I did so much reading for it. My tutor's feedback was not enough argument. I'm not sure what he means.
If it's any help, I try arguing with myself. I draw up a list of reasons supporting my conclusion and those that undermine it. Then I mull it all over to see whether they're convincing.
Okay. And these are the answers, okay? So number 1 is C, improving sleep. Okay. Okay. Number 2 is A, convincing evidence about benefits of employing apprentices. Number 3 is A. Number 4 is A. Number 5 is C. Number 6 is B. Number 7 is A. Number 8 is A. Number 9 is not A, I'm sorry, it's B. Okay, it's B, excuse me. And number 10 is also B. Okay, number 10 is also B. Let's do that. Okay. So if you're doing, you can tell that the titles and what you have to read is a lot more complex at C1. It's a lot more complex, right? Okay. That's number 1. It's a lot more complex. And there's a lot more possibilities, A, B, or C. A lot more possibilities. Oh, I'm sorry. And there's a lot more possibilities. Okay. So it's not as easy. We understand it's not as easy. But of course, we need to have, you need to read the question so carefully, please. You have to be very, very careful reading the questions. So if you want C1, you should have got 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10, please. Okay. Good. And they're quite ambiguous. They're quite ambiguous. But let's go on to listening question number 2. Question number 2, which is just about here. And you're going to read
Section 2.
Okay, sorry. Just go with the example then, please, and go with the instructions.
Number 11. You will hear a recording about design education. Listen to the whole recording once. Then you will hear the recording again, with pauses for you to write down what you hear. Make sure you spell the words correctly.
The seismic shift many say is coming from a product-oriented world economy to a service-led global one will require multidiscipline flexibility. Many argue that those with some form of design education have a significant edge as leaders of businesses. If collaboration and teamwork are the new core competencies of the workspace, design education fits that bill. The seismic shift many say is coming From a product-oriented world economy to a service-led global one, will require multidisciplined flexibility. Many argue that those with some form of design education have a significant edge as leaders of businesses. If collaboration and teamwork are the new core competencies, of the workspace, design education fits that bill.
Section 3.
Wow. But look how little time. So you have no time to correct it. What a terrible, terrible thing. Okay. So let's see. What does it say? Let's look at our text. Okay. Remember, you don't have to write these things, okay? These are just my marks. I put them in to show where it finishes. So have a look. Again, just have a look. Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay, so there you go. Look at that. Now, what's difficult about this? What's difficult about this? The seismic shift. If you know the word seismic, fine. If you've never seen the word seismic, really difficult. But the The seismic shift many say is coming from a product-oriented world, careful, world economy to a service-led global one will require multidisciplined, again, flexibility. Many argue that those with some form of design education have a significant edge, easy word, as leaders of businesses, not business. If collaboration and teamwork are the new core competencies, again, look at that, the end of the word, okay, of the workspace, design education fits that bill. Design education, that's difficult, okay? It's difficult to know exactly. Is it difficult? No, because it's there, design education. So that would be difficult, but in fact, it's very easy because you've already got those two words there in the instructions, okay? So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So again, if you made 5 mistakes, very good. If you made 8 mistakes, also very good. If you made more than 10 mistakes, then I think you would find it difficult. Okay, well, difficult. You've got a much lower score. Okay. Any questions about this? There's a question. I have to go. All right. Is anybody here? Of course. Lots of people are still here. Thank you.
For me, sorry, Joshua, for me, I think that it's really difficult because it's one sentences by one sentences. It's not like a text, a global text. It's like one sentences, another sentences, another sentences. So for me, it's more difficult this than the other before.
Yeah, this is a lot more difficult than the one before because you don't know when the sentence finishes until you hear the next one.
Yep.
Yeah, so that does definitely makes it more difficult. Yeah. Okay, let's continue.
The theme is boring, and his accent wasn't very clear.
It wasn't very clear. Oh, okay. Yeah.
The accent, for me, his accent was far more complex to understand than the first one.
Because it sounded like an authentic speech, not prepared specially for this one. Okay, not prepared specially for this. Okay. All right. So yeah, but difficult. And there's words, service-led, multidisciplined, significant edge, core competencies. These are collocations, product-oriented. Really quite difficult. Okay. But don't worry, it's the same for everybody. Okay. This, which is section 3, listen to it. I think you'll find it quite easy. Okay.
Where he was hired by 2.
Read the instructions.
Charles Worth, widely considered the father of haute couture, was an English-born fashion designer of the 19th century. He worked at several prosperous London drapery shops before moving to Paris in 1846, where he was hired by 2 well-known Parisian drapers. While working in their shop, he married one of the firm's models, who would model shawls and bonnets for prospective customers. Worth made his wife's dresses, and customers started to ask for copies. Worth, by now a junior partner in the firm, urged his partners to expand into dressmaking, but they hesitated to risk their reputation in a business as low-class as dressmaking. Worth found a wealthy backer and opened a dressmaking establishment in 1858. Worth was soon patronized by the French royalty and after that by many titled, rich, and otherwise notable women who all became Worth devotees. Worth gave his customers luxurious materials and meticulous fit. Rather than let the customer dictate the design, as had previously been dressmaking practice, 4 times a year he displayed model dresses at fashion shows. His patronesses would pick a model, which would then be sewn in fabrics of their choice and tailored to their figure. He completely revolutionized the business of dressmaking, and he was the first of the couturiers, so dressmaking became considered an art rather than the work of mere artisans.
Now, listen again.
Charles Worth, widely considered the father of haute couture, was an English-born fashion designer of the 19th century. He worked at several prosperous London drapery shops before moving to Paris in 1846, where he was hired by 2 well-known Parisian drapers. While working in their shop, he married one of the firm's models, who would model shawls and bonnets for prospective customers. Worth made his wife's dresses, and customers started to ask for copies. Worth, by now a junior partner in the firm, urged his partners to expand into dressmaking, but they hesitated to risk their reputation in a business as low-class as dressmaking. Worth found a wealthy backer and opened a dressmaking establishment in 1858. Worth was soon patronized by the French royalty, and after that by many titled, rich, and otherwise notable women who all became Worth devotees. Worth gave his customers luxurious materials and meticulous fit. Rather than let the customer dictate the design, as had previously been dressmaking practice, 4 times a year he displayed model dresses at fashion shows. His patronesses would pick a model, which would then be sewn in fabrics of their choice and tailored to their figure. He completely revolutionized the business of dressmaking, and he was the first of the couturiers, so dressmaking became considered an art rather than the work of mere artisans.
So the answers are his wife worked as a
Model.
model. Yep. Okay. Sorry, as a model. Yep. And number 13, the customers like the style of his wife's
Copies.
dresses. Yeah.
Dresses.
Yep. And his partners considered dressmaking as
Low-class business.
low class. Yeah, or low class business. Good. And he was the first to put on
Fashion shows.
fashion shows. Good. Good. And he turned dressmaking into
Art.
an art. Excellent. So after the very difficult dictation, this was a very easy listening where you should get 4 or 5. Okay? If you want to do C1, you should get 4 or 5 points from this one. Any questions? No? Okay, let's continue. Okay. It was right at the end. Okay. So read the questions.
Numbers 17 to 21. You will hear an interview. First, read the notes below, then listen and complete the notes with information from the interview.
You will hear the recording twice.
Could you describe what you do and how you earn your living, Tom?
Well, I've been a trainer for over 35 years, and I'm really hooked into developing leadership skills, especially in today's challenging times.
How did you become an expert on all this?
I've worked my way up right from the lowliest selling job. I've read hundreds of academic business books about the theory of how companies work, and each year invest 10% of my income on personal development. As an executive, manager, and business owner, I have managed employees in companies that range in sales from $10 million to over $1 billion a year.
What can you do for a manager who wants you to change things for them?
I say, I can't do anything. If you want to motivate your staff, you have to look in the mirror. That's where the change has to come from inside. Having said that, I can give proven techniques.
What are some of your best tips for being a good leader?
Buy my book. No, really, there are too many to list here. Maybe top of the list would be drive decision-making further down the ladder. Let people at a lower level, those close to the issues and problems, make the decisions about what to do and how to solve them.
Now, listen again.
Could you describe what you do and how you earn your living, Tom?
Well, I've been a trainer for over 35 years, and I'm really hooked into developing leadership skills, especially in today's challenging times.
How did you become an expert on all this?
I've worked my way up right from the lowliest selling job. I've read hundreds of academic business books about the theory of how companies work, and each year invest 10% of my income on personal development. As an executive, manager, and business owner, I have managed employees in companies that range in sales from $10 million to over $1 billion a year.
What can you do for a manager who wants you to change things for them?
I say, I can't do anything. If you want to motivate your staff, you have to look in the mirror. That's where the change has to come from inside. Having said that, I can give proven techniques.
What are some of your best tips for being a good leader?
Buy my book. No, really, there are too many to list here. Maybe top of the list would be drive decision-making further down the ladder. Let people at a lower level, those close to the issues and problems, make the decisions about what to do and how to solve them.
So this is strange. With this second or last part of the listening, you have quite a long time to look at your answers. Okay? And you must make sure that you answer every question.
That is the end of the listening section of the test. Now go on to the other sections of the test.
And at this point, you have 2 hours. Okay? Right. There we go. So, number 17 was theory. Number 18, personal development. Number 19, inside, within. Number 20, book. And number 21, a lower level. Okay? Were there any problems with this listening, this part of the listening? Any doubts?
Boring.
In the first one, oh, sorry.
No, don't worry.
In the first one, I put how many words can we put here?
It doesn't say, actually. So as many as you like.
I put academic books of the theory.
Okay, good. Very good. Very good.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. No, okay, so again, with this one, I think you should have got 3 or 4. 3 or 4. If you want to do C1. Okay. All right. And okay, do you know what the here we are.
Another one I have.
Yeah.
In the 19, I have the inside of.
Inside, not the inside, within the inside. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. Because it's listening, right? Because it's a listening exam, it doesn't have to be exact. Because the important thing is that you have heard the correct form.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Right. So let's go on. Last thing today. Do you know what this is? IPS, International Phonetic Script. Do you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. What is it?
I think that is for the phonetic words.
Yeah, good. So look, we write this word, beast, but we spell we say beast. So if we have the I, if you look in the chat box, the I, which is an I sound, but if we have it with 2 dots, it becomes an E, E sound, okay? So if it's 2 dots, it's longer. Do you understand this, the phonetic script? Yep.
Yes.
So if I wrote down this, what does that say in English? In the chat box.
Fist.
Fist. This is a fist. If I wrote down this, good, thank you. What does it say?
Feast.
Feast.
Thank you. Feast. Okay, excellent, excellent. Okay, so fist or feast. Right. So we're going to try a very special listening one now. Okay, this is amazing. This is a silent listening exercise. Can you imagine a silent listening exercise? And you've got 8 minutes. Can you see this? Listen. And no, don't listen. In your head, listen. In your head, listen. Okay? I will read the first one. I will read the first one to you. Okay? It's one sentence. It's a very long sentence. The first one says, sorry. The first one says, Anne finished her coffee. Anne finished her coffee. Can you write that in the chat box? Anne finished her coffee. Anne finished her coffee. If you can write that. Lovely, Sandra. Lovely, Pietro. Lovely, Maria. Lovely, Anna. Anne finished her coffee. Finished. Anne, not and, Christina. Anne. Okay, Maria, Miguel Angel, Anne. Can't you see? Look at it. Anne. There's no D. If we said and, yeah, okay. And, it says Anne. No. Anne. Look. Look, it says Anne. There's no D. No hay ningún D. Right? It's Anne. So, good. Mario as well. Okay, and Angelica. And Maria Angeles. Good, absolutely perfect. Anne finished her coffee. Continue. You've got 8 minutes. Let's see how we get. Anne finished her coffee, comma. Lots of commas here. Okay. I want you to try and write it as quickly as you can. Now, I'll give you 8 minutes. You must listen in your brain, In 5 minutes, I will read it to you. So try to do it as well as you can, okay? Okay. I want you to write this in real English. Okay. So I'll give you 5 minutes, then I will read it and then see if you can correct it. ¿Entendéis?
No.
Tienes que...
Do you have to pronounce first?
No, just write. So directly from the transcript to the written version. Okay? You should have to pronounce in your mind, what do these words sound like and what do they look like when they're written in English, please? Okay. Esa es la transcripción. Yo quiero que la escribáis bien como en el ejemplo que habéis hecho en el chat box, pero no hace falta ponerlo en el chat box. Lo escribes cada uno por su cuenta. Okay. Now, are you ready? Now I'm going to read it to you. So see what you've written and see if it sounds similar. Anne finished her coffee, came down the stairs, and crossed the courtyard when suddenly she looked up and saw her tiny son Jimmy in his brown dungarees crawling along the kitchen window ledge. So she ran over as fast as she could and was just in time to catch him when he fell. Okay? To catch him, I'm so sorry. To catch him when he fell. Listen again. Anne finished her coffee, came down the stairs, and crossed the courtyard when suddenly she looked up and saw her tiny son Jimmy in his brown dungarees crawling along the kitchen window ledge. So she ran over as fast as she could and was just in time to catch him when he fell.
Joshua, could you repeat what's the word between brown and crawling, please?
Dungarees.
And could you spell or write it, please? Because
Can
I don't
you
get it.
look on the screen?
Sorry.
What's a dungaree? What's dungarees?
No idea.
A dungaree is if you have some trousers, if you're working, a trouser but also has a part here. Okay? Un petto. Right? A dungaree. You can download this from the platform and have another look to see exactly the difference. Okay?
Crawling along is escalar.
Crawling along. No, what's crawl? What does it mean to crawl? It's when you're walking on your hands and on your feet, like a monkey. Or like a cat. Like a cat. More like a cat.
Gatear, ¿no?
Yes, okay, good.
Gatear. El borde de la ventana.
Sorry?
El kitchen window ledge. El borde de la ventana.
The kitchen window ledge. Collocation. The ledge, which is outside the window. Okay, I don't know what it's called in Spanish. What's the part which is outside the window? Where you put your plants and your
El
flowers.
alféizar.
Okay, possibly. You know, you put your plant on the window ledge. Yep, outside the window or inside the window. Okay, you can have the inside or the outside. So it's the bit that comes out. Not very common in Spain. Yes, it is. It's very common. It's very common in older houses in Spain. Anything else? So crawling. Yeah. Okay. Right. There you go. Any questions about this? Any questions?
Is it part of the exam?
It's not part of the exam, but it's very important for you when you hear something in English. Listening is not the same as reading. You know, there's different forms of the words. Okay. So it's very important that you understand this. You must train, you must program your mind, okay? You must program your mind, which you do, of course, because if I say come, came, you already know. You already know that it's just an A, the come and the came. Yep. But if we have run, rain, come, came, it's quite different, isn't it? Run, rain, come, came. But it's the same vowel sound. Run, come, rain, came. So in your mind, you have to understand that, all right? You have to learn and practice. Thank you. All right, then it's, oh gosh, 27 minutes past 8. Wow. Okay. Any questions? So next week, we absolutely need to know, are you going to do the exam or not? Okay. Because AMPE has to contact and has to register the exam session with Pearson. All right. And then if you say yes, you can only cancel your exam for medical reasons. Okay. So Amanda, you might maybe ask AMPE in Murcia if they're going to do the exam. Yeah.
No, but now I would like practice more before exam.
Of course.
Possibility another convocatory
Of course. Yeah. Yeah. And probably
or two convocatory, but I like the classes
well, thank you. Okay. Well, you're very
or repass because
Mhm.
I was okay.
Okay.
In,
No problem.
I was practice English, science, 10 years